welcome back to my channel. If this is the first time you're joining me, my name is Lisa Baldwin, and in today's video, I am going to take you through an entire day in the life of me as a virtual assistant. Now, there's a few things I want you to keep in mind with this video. This is just one day. Everything that I cover in this video is not necessarily every single thing that I do. So I don't want you to watch this and think that's all she does. But literally this is just a snapshot of one day. So depending upon the engagement and feedback I get from you guys on this video, I will probably do more videos like this in the future. But the main takeaway that I want you to just keep in mind as you're watching this is not all I do. This is just a snapshot of my life as a virtual assistant. I taped this content on Monday, January 20th, 2020. And let's take a look at what my day looked like. Okay, so it is Monday morning and I am getting ready. I got up at 6 o'clock this morning and right now I'm actually running a little behind. It's 6:50. But mostly because I needed to get all of this set up. But I am showered, my hair is blow dried, I am dressed, and now I am just gonna mix up my supplements and take those, and then I'm gonna finish getting ready. Okay, so supplements taken. Now it is time to finish getting ready. Alright guys, I am done. Now I'm gonna go make that messy bed behind me and I'm gonna head into the office. Okay, so it is actually 7:34 and I'm ahead of schedule today. So I got up at 6, I showered, took my supplements, got ready. This is how I look every single day when I come into the office. There are a lot of days when I don't actually see people in person, but I do a lot of video messaging with my clients throughout the day, and I just need to make sure and be presentable when I do that. And if you watch my failures video, this was something that I failed at in the very beginning, was I didn't treat my business like a business. I didn't get up in the morning and I didn't get ready. Like I said, we're early. It's probably 7:35 right now, so we're just gonna start our day early. So the first thing that I do is I log into my email. And as you can see, there's like not much in here. So email management is actually something that I do for my clients because I can't stand my inbox looking cluttered up. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to log into Dubsado. I will put my affiliate link in the description below. It's a CRM program that I use for timekeeping. This program also is what I use to send out contracts and my monthly invoices. Also, this is my calendar that I use. Some people like to use Trello, and I do use Trello for some things, but for me, I am a very visual person and I have to have things written down. I have to have them in front of my face in order for me to see them. Some of you might be like, Lisa, why do you use a paper calendar? It just works best for me. You have to decide what's gonna work best for you. So right now what I'm working on is actually a Facebook group. And this is a private group. It's a women's like health and fitness group. And the name of it, if you're in the group, like it makes sense, but if you're not in the group, it attracts perverts. And members of this group have to be approved. You can't just like join the group. You have to like request to join, to be part of the group. And multiple times per day, I have to go through here and block out the perverts that want in the group. So you never know as a virtual assistant what your job is going to be. So one of the first things I do when I get into the office every single day are what I call my daily tasks. They are things for my clients that need to be done every day. They're not necessarily tasks that are really time consuming, but they are tasks that need to be done every single day, and that includes email management. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Is I'm going to go into a client that I have. She has 2 email inboxes, and I'm going to go in there and clean them out. Mondays take me a little bit longer, and by a little bit longer, I mean maybe 5 to 10 minutes as opposed to 2 or 3, just because I don't look at it over the weekend, because obviously I don't work on the weekends. Okay, so now I'm done with email management. Now the next thing that I'm going to do is, they are actually an online retailer. So what I'm going to do is, another daily task that I have is I go through their orders, and they have an affiliate program. And so what I do is I go through and I verify their affiliates and make sure that everybody has selected the right affiliate for any orders that have been placed over the weekend. So today is Monday, like I mentioned before, and I actually have 2 clients whose payroll is due today. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to calculate their payroll and send the one off that I need to for direct deposit. Okay, so something else, and I don't talk about this a lot, but it's prioritizing the order in which I do tasks for clients. So I have clients that live in all 4 time zones that are in the continental US. So Eastern, Central, Mountain, and Pacific. And what I do first is, right away in the morning, I typically do tasks for my client in the Eastern time zone, because I am in Central, so she's already 1 hour ahead of me. So I try to get stuff done for her first, if I possibly can. Then I kind of prioritize by time zone, knowing that my client that's in Central time obviously is in the same time zone as me. The client that I have in the Mountain time zone, I don't necessarily have work for them on a daily basis. There's a couple of projects that are date specific throughout the month that I do for him. So his, I don't necessarily prioritize by the time zone that he's in. I prioritize it by the day of the month that the project needs to be done. And then my client that lives in California in the Pacific time zone, technically, if I don't have anything to do for her right away that needs to be done early in the morning, I will sometimes push her things off just a couple of hours. Like, I probably won't start on them till 10 o'clock my time, which is 8 o'clock her time. So I don't push them off clear to the afternoon, but I just keep in mind that she's 2 hours behind me. So when I get into the office at 8 o'clock in the morning, she's probably either still sleeping or just getting up. So she's not actually in the office working herself. So that's something to keep in mind if you are working with clients in multiple time zones and you need to figure out how to prioritize what order you're doing your tasks in. Okay, so it is 9:32 and I just spent about the last hour or so making a variety of different Facebook group cover photos for one of my clients to use for her groups throughout the year. I made those in Canva, and then what I did is I test uploaded them to her Facebook group to make sure that the spacing and everything was perfect, and then I just sent them over to her. So now I'm going back into Facebook again, and honestly, some days I spend a lot of time on Facebook. And what I'm going to be working on now is a Facebook group. What she has is, in that Facebook group, is she has a daily call to action. And in that call to action, for anybody that participates, their name actually goes in a drawing for prizes. So typically every day what I do, just because of the size of the group and the number of responses, it's easier for me if I go in there on a daily basis and keep track of that for her. Since this is Monday, I'm actually going to go in and track entries from over the weekend. So it's going to take me a little bit longer today. But I'm going to go through the Facebook posts. I'm going to compile the list of names of everybody that participated in her call to action posts, and then I'm going to put those together for her in kind of an ongoing roster that I have, and then I'll send them over to her once a week. Okay, so it is 11:29, and I've just been working on some random things, a couple of things for my YouTube channel that took just a really short amount of time. And now I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go have some lunch. So break time. So I went and got my lunch. It's Raisin Bran, which kind of signals to me that I need to go to the grocery store, which I actually had to run out and run an errand today. And I might just swing by the grocery store while I'm out, because the nice thing about working at home and working for yourself is that when you need to go out and run errands, you can do it during the day and you don't have to wait until 5 o'clock when absolutely everybody else is at the grocery store. Okay, so my client that is the online retailer, they actually just sent me a packing list for a shipment that they just got in. So one of the things that I do is I go in and I manage their inventory on the back end. So I will go in and update their inventory based on the packing slip that they just sent over to me. Okay, so I kind of got caught up in a couple of projects and neglected to record that information here for you. So I'm going to tell you kind of what I've been up to for the past about hour and a half. Is I have a client that does coaching events in person, and she had some updates that she needed made to Eventbrite. Eventbrite is where she goes on and does ticket sales. So I needed to make a couple of coupon codes for her. So I did that. I had a client that had all of their expenses that they needed sorted into categories. So I actually started working on that project. At my current pace, it's probably going to take me 3 to 3.5 hours. So I may or may not get done with that today because I do have some errands that I have to go run, and I'm going to be out of the office for a little bit. Okay, so I'm getting ready to head out and run my errands. It is freezing out. It is 7. So yeah, we'll see how long it takes me, and I will let you know when I'm back in the office. Okay, so I left the office a couple of hours ago. Right now it's 4:18. I left my house to go do a few things. I left at 1:30. I have not been gone this whole time. I had one errand to run, and then I ran to the grocery store quick, and then actually I came back home. And when I came back home, I had messages from 3 clients. One kind of had an issue that required some immediate attention, so I took care of that. Then I had another client who was having an issue with a document. They opened it up and all the information was gone. But I could see by just doing a video chat with them that some of the cells were hidden, and we figured out how to get that fixed. Luckily we had access to, it was a shared document that we both had access to, so I was able to go in and fix that for her. It actually was not missing, it was there all along, it was just hidden. And now I'm just kind of wrapping up some things for the day. It is 4:19 now. I will be in the office until at least 5 today. I have enough work to do to get me through till 5. I have a client that has a membership site that needs all of the affiliate links to be updated. If I can get that all done by 5 today, that'll be great. But I've talked about this in other videos before. Unless it is something that absolutely cannot wait until tomorrow, I will have a hard stop at 5 o'clock. So for the next 40 minutes, I will be in here working, and then I'll kind of show you what the end of my day looks like, and then we'll just kind of wrap it up for the day. Okay, so it is 4:57 and I just got done with the project that I was working on that I said I was going to quit at 5 if I wasn't done, but I did finish it up. So that is a look into what one of my days looks like. And if you watch that and think, are you wearing the same shirt? Yeah, it is the same shirt. It's just a different color. It's one of the things I do. Like I find a shirt that I like and I get a different color. I get it in like a bunch of different colors. So it's a weird thing. Anyway, I hope that you also took away from this that you get to design your day however you want. And what I do one day could be the complete opposite of what I do the next day. So if you liked this video, please, please, please give me a thumbs up so I know that this is something that you want to see more of. If you have not yet, be sure to subscribe and ring the bell so you get notified every Tuesday at 10 a.m. when I go live. I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you in the next one.